YouTube channel.
Yeah.
First ever vlog.
Video. Don't know. We'll probably be doing this in like 2 parts, given the fact that we got a lot of questions.
So many questions we didn't anticipate.
Yeah, and it's just going to be around the relationship piece.
Yeah, I noticed that obviously when I put up the questions on Instagram, when we just about me, I got so many relationship questions. Obviously, like not always about me. You know, people do ask a lot of questions. People do want to know. So obviously, I felt.
So here we are.
So here we are.
Yeah.
we hope you enjoy.
Cool. Let's get into it.
Go on.
Cool. So question 1 is, how old are we, and what is our ethnicities?
So I'm 24. My mum is Moroccan and my dad is Saudi Arabian.
And I am 28, getting old. And then my dad is Iranian and my mom is Irish. So yeah.
So if we had a kid, it would be Moroccan, Saudi, Irish, and Iranian.
Anyways, question 2 is, where did we meet?
We met a few years back in a job that I had. So I was working in the Samsung Experience store in Oxford Street, and Cameron was one of the trainers. Was it trainer? Did you say it was a trainer?
Like looking after Oxford Street. I looked after Oxford Street basically.
What, the whole of Oxford Street? You just popped into every store?
Is who made the first move. Now, this is like, we still argue to this day about this, so maybe you lot can help us with it. Obviously, working for Samsung, we had
He made the first move, but go on. Answer.
She made the first move.
How dare you think I made the first move?
So, obviously, work for Samsung, loads of store visits, like VIP visits come from HQ. Obviously, given the fact that Farah looked the way she looked, my manager obviously wanted her to be the face of it. So every single time there was a visit, we always used to get them to approach her. Anyways, moving on. So I went into the store. Farah wasn't in that day, so I spoke to the manager and I said, "Look,
Don't lie. Don't start making up lies. You spoke to Matt.
Okay,
Yeah, see, look, the story's already. The story's already begun. What he wanted it to be." Brain. You see that? He's already like falsified. You know when you bullshit so much that you start to believe your own bullshit. This is what's happening. But go on.
Technically, he was kind of like a manager. He would open up the shop anyway.
No, I used to open up the fucking shop. I wasn't the manager.
Alright, whatever. I spoke to a guy called Matt.
Sorry, just to clarify, Cameron was an out-store trainer, so he would come into the store. He didn't work for my actual store.
A trainer.
Okay, whatever you was then. So outdoor trainer, in-store trainer.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So I went into the store and obviously Farah wasn't there. So I said to Matt, I said, I need to speak to Farah and make sure that she is ready for this VIP visit tomorrow. He turned around and said, look, she's not going to be back in tomorrow. I was like, look, I've got to talk to her just to confirm, make sure. I was like, do you have her number?
Pause. Bearing in mind, I had been trained. So 1, I've been trained already.
Okay, I didn't
he didn't know that. No, which is fair enough. He didn't know that. 2, Matt has my number. Matt could have easily have said to you, listen bro, give me 1 second, let me text her and find out if she's been trained, yeah? Instead, Cameron to Matt, and Matt and Cameron have this little thing, they know Cameron likes me, so it's like, oh yeah, let me give you her number, bro. Anyway, so he's obviously said to Matt, listen Matt, give me her number. He wants my number to message me directly. Really and truly, that's where the first move happened. Because
Cool.
he didn't have
Okay.
to
Wait.
message me. Matt could have messaged me and
Alright,
been like,
fine.
listen
Fair
Farah,
enough.
you've been trained.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. However, 1, I couldn't just stand around waiting for her to message me back. That was the first thing, because obviously we were busy. It's not the only store on Oxford Street.
That's a lie.
Number 2, my boss asked me to make sure that I spoke to you.
That's a lie. That's a
not a lie.
100%
That's
lie.
not a lie.
Okay,
That's not a lie.
now he's adding bits again.
It's not. I messaged her, just said, hey Farah, really sorry to message you on your day off. I was so professional. I kept it so professional.
He was professional because I got one of the other guys, trainer, kicked off the team or kicked off of Oxford Street because he was trying to move to me. And then Cameron witnessed that and was like, oh God, I can never move to her now because she's already got someone else moved off of Oxford Street. Because his stupid trainer friend, I hope he's watching this, his stupid friend kept on hitting on me. And then the other guy kept on coming up to me going, why won't you let him take you out on a date? And I was like, because I don't like him. And it got to a point where they were so on me because all these guys were so thirsty, like the fucking herd of Samsung boys just running into the store. I was like, I don't want to go out with you on a date, please leave me alone kind of thing. He didn't get the message, his friend kept on trying to wingman him, and I complained to Cameron about it. So that was also another reason, but go on.
But I was like, have you been trained for this VIP visit tomorrow? She turned around and messaged me back. It was about 5-10 minutes later, like, hey Cam, yeah, all sorted, no worries. How are you? How are you? That means in a man's world, she wants to start a conversation.
But
She
we had
wanted
been to
cont-
Nando's together. We had eaten together. Like, of course I'm gonna ask you how you are.
Doesn't matter. We never brought it to that part of the relationship.
This is why men get friend zoned, yeah? Is because they take how are yous to will you bang me. I was saying how are you is
Will
a girl
you bang
being
me?
a girl being polite. They're thinking, oh yeah, I'm in now, I'm in. That's it. She asked me how I was. Oh God forbid. If I walk up to my nan and go, how are you? Do I want to shag her?
Okay.
I would have asked any normal person how they are. To me, I don't think that's me. You know, obviously the
Besides,
conversation went from
that's-
there in our relationship.
You know, if a girl carries on the message, I didn't ask her how she was. I literally just asked one question. She carried on the message, and then like that night we ended up talking till like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right, my mum could be watching this.
All right, we
4 in the morning.
we're talking, texting.
Yeah,
Jeez,
but
relax.
You know what I mean? Like,
Some halal conversation.
No, I'm joking,
anyway.
I'm joking.
That was pretty much we made the first move.
Cameron,
Let's
this
just
is
agree to
shocking
disagree.
behaviour.
I'm right, you're wrong.
I'm right, you're wrong.
The next question is, so it's 3 qualities we admire about each other, and 1 thing we hate.
I'll let you go first because I need to think of something.
I feel like that should be the other way round. We smashed that out of the park.
3 qualities. Oh God.
I feel like
Got
okay.
tumbleweed spinning.
Let's start on the hate first, and then we'll move to the admire.
Okay, hold on. I need to
Next.
think of which one I'm gonna use.
Hate. Cool. I'll start with 1 thing that I hate.
All right, go on. What? Okay.
Very, very easy. So I tell her this all the time. So when we're in the car, she puts her Louis Vuitton bag, Burberry bag. She will go out of the car and she'll just leave it on display. Just leave it. And I'm just like, what are you doing with your bag? Oh, I'm leaving it in the car. The amount of times I've told you to put it in the boot. How many times, like, because the problem is, yeah, this is the problem. When we come back to the car and my window's smashed, do you think she's going to care about my window being smashed? No. She's going to care about her bag being lost. Put your bag in the boot.
Okay. To be
So-
fair, my mum agrees with that one.
Yeah,
So
that's a fair point.
I'm gonna take it because you are right. I do leave my stuff lying around a lot. So the one thing I hate about Cameron is his obsessive compulsive disorder. It is by far the most antagonizing, hurtful display of events. And I can't, like, my chest heaves from just how much.
Just before you go into it,
Go
can
on.
I just say, OCD is actually a thing. Like, I've got really bad OCD. I will fully 100% admit to that, and I'll let
No, seriously,
I'll let
guys,
Farah
like,
tell you.
let me. So I need to explain, right? So there was a point. A long period of time in our relationship.
This still is the point.
It still is now. Where I cannot. I used to get anxiety going in the kitchen, yeah. So me, I'm quite a free-spirited, can-do person.
Anxiety.
I swear on my mum's
Uh.
life, I would walk into the kitchen, yeah, and there were times he wasn't even in the house, and I couldn't feel. I'm pouring the Cocoa Pops, and I'm like, because he's always he's behind me in my ear, like sniffing me out, like just in case I drop a crumb on the floor. Like, do you know what it feels like to just to think, if I drop this bit of lettuce, like my whole world's gonna come to an end. There used to be times, yeah, where I drop something on the floor and I'm like, oh shit, imagine if Cameron saw that and he's not even in the house. Like, everyone, chicken. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the chicken situation because I think the whole world, the whole world has to know about the chicken situation. So everyone I know washes chicken, yeah? Now, in Cameron's defense, it does say on packaging to not wash chicken. It does say that.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous
It
because
causes more bacteria.
it can spread bacteria, whereas you're gonna cook the chicken so the bacteria is gonna
Exactly.
come off the chicken
Thank you.
anyway. But just as a cleanliness, I think so many households, we all wash our
Okay,
chicken.
what do you do though? How do you wash your chicken?
You just wash it, well, we put lemon in water.
Okay, lemon in water, you let it steep.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I just washed it underneath the tap.
Yeah, and it's splashing everywhere, going all over the sides.
But to me,
these splashes going everywhere.
his mind's going wild, like those CDs go
One thing we hate about each other, alright?
Yeah.
I've got OCD.
really bad. We broke up
And
over
she
that, by the
doesn't
way.
listen.
We broke up. I left the house. We didn't end up eating. I cried on the
Well,
way
I-
home. I screamed. I called Carol. Oh my god, Carol. I called her and I was like, how fucking dare he told me to wash the chicken. I was like, Carol, do you wash chicken? Carol was like, seriously, Farah, like, what is going on this time? And I'm like, and it's always to do with the kitchen, always. And there's always an argument. I remember once I got told off for cutting cucumber. The list goes on. But the chicken incident, I remember I called her and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I was like, he's gonna make me cry over chicken. I was like, I can't cry over chicken. And I'm driving down the street and I swear to God, I'm like, tears are rolling down my eyes. I'm like, babe, I can't do this anymore. She's like, Farah, babe.
And the
it's
whole
chicken.
time, I was eating chicken.
Three things I like about you. Okay, so one, I really like his work ethic. I've always said that to him from day one. I think he's got an amazing work ethic. The boy will stay 2 hours after work. The boy will work 24-hour shifts, like literal shifts. He doesn't work in retail, but still, like when Samsung are having like a product release, like he will happily do like 24 hours, like nuts. Like I always think to myself, I could never do that. Two, I admire your care for me. So obviously, I'm gonna do a whole vlog on it separately about my colitis. But obviously, I got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis in 2016, and just his sheer care for me, like he'd looked after me. There are so many guys that would have just left; they wouldn't have been involved. Whereas he just stuck by me. Like I got really extremely fat as well. Like I put on a lot of weight from the steroids. I got really big. I'm coming off medication now. So like there's so many, I'm still on medication actually. So yeah, like I've been struggling with my weight a lot as well. So he's there for me. So that's the third thing I admire about you. And I mean, the second thing, I'm trying to jump the gun here. And the third thing I admire about you,
nice things,
the third thing I admire about you is just our relationship. So like, I think like we have like our banter and our fun and our love, like it's so fun. Like I feel like I've always said this, I feel like, you know, some people they're like, oh, how do you keep the spark alive and all this stuff and whatever. Like I just think that it just takes effort. Like we always do different things, we always have fun, like we might argue, but I feel like at the end of it, like we'll cuddle into each other and be like, I love you.
The first thing I admire about you is, I would say something to do with the illness as well.
Look at me, I'm so happy. I'm like, would you rather be ready?
I think like obviously seeing her go through what she went through, like it was hard for me, but obviously I could see it was harder for her. And the fact that like she's so smart as well, like even if she's dumb at the same time, she's
smartest, dumbest person
I've ever met. Like the way she like still did her uni, but also she's sick at the same time. I think for me that was just like insane because, you know, I've seen how hard it was on her. I'm gonna be really shallow and say she's obviously really beautiful. It's like probably the most beautiful girl I've ever laid my eyes on. Obviously I'm gonna say that.
You better.
No, but it's true. Like, and you know what? One thing I will say about her, like, she's not like she's pretty. She doesn't like, she'll happily go out like dressed like shit. Like it's not a case of like all the time look good. Like when we go out, you go out and you dress up and stuff, and you know, turning heads left, right, and centre. Like to a point where like I get mad sometimes. Like, you can't fight the world in it. Like obviously, as long as there's respect, like I don't care. Like guys look, girls look, whatever. I don't care about that. Yeah, like she's so like she'll just go out like chilled. Like she'll roll out of bed, go out for the day and not care about what people are thinking about her, and I think that's quite good as well. I like that. And then the third thing is, like, as much as I hate to say it, she is really funny. As much as I hate to say it, you are really funny. Cool, so we're gonna wrap it there, guys. Just given the fact that we've been talking so much.
It's gone on for a while. We don't want to make it an hour-long video.
Yeah. So obviously, if you do like the video, please obviously like, subscribe. Obviously, more content to come, I guess.
Yeah, and tell us what you guys want to see as well. So obviously, we've got a few challenges coming along the way. But obviously, if there's certain videos you want to see or there's certain things you want to see, message us. We will respond. So anything you guys want to see, let us know.
Guys,
Thank
and
you.
we will catch you on the next video.
That was a good video. Now we've just fucked it up.
No, we didn't.
Okay, should we continue going? Bullshit in it. We're talking a lot of shit. You know you moved to me, you stupid wanker. You know you did. Is this camera still running? Is this camera still rolling?
Yeah. Whoa. About me telling you.
Wow, I'm a woman. I'm still gonna have a go at you. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Any girl try to get into his DM?